little swagger, and you just get more and more frustrated. You start trying to do too much, and that's when you see big plays happen.
So here's Zealand Matangi on third down, and it was an open field tackle that time by Peter Manuma. Able to stay low, and he attacked Matangi's legs there on the tackle.
Yeah, that was a huge stop, as now Kahuku is in 4th and long, and we'll see what they decide to do.
4th and 7, minute 43 and counting here in the third quarter. Kahuku up 14-10. Personnels are switching out as Adolfo now will check back into the game.
And Campbell not ready.
Kaluna to his left. Adolfo has time. Will throw over the middle. That is caught. And a pass over the middle. And wide open was Cypress Abraham. The senior sets up Kahuku 1st and goal.
This play was completely set up by the head coach or the offensive play caller. What he did was he subbed in his package with about 15 seconds on the play clock. So you got players running in and out of the field. Campbell's trying to match personnel. Campbell's not ready because their personnel's still running on the field. Wide open play, that was bound to happen. That was masterminded by the coaches.
And now they go back to Matangi as he kind of runs into Jack Tito, who was trying to block for him, as there'll be a loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, good job. So the ultimate killer for the run game is penetration, and that's what you see there in the backfield as that was blown up. A rare stop for negative yards by the Campbell Sabres.
So 40 ticks left here in the third quarter. Kahuku looking to inch a bit closer and add to their lead here, 14-10. Matangi on 2nd down. This one's more successful, and he backpedals into the end zone. That's for a Kahuku touchdown to make it 20-10.
Yeah, and that was bound to happen. That was the boiling point there for Campbell as we see those big bodies up front just creating a hole where all Matangi had to do was run straight right into the end zone. And that third quarter dominance is obvious and on display right now.
Rikuman on to attempt the extra point. Snap is good, kick is up, and that is good. As we have whistles after the kick, penalties on the play.
I'm probably going with a personal foul on Campbell. Most likely something was said that shouldn't be said again. That's my guess.
But they didn't put the points on the board yet, as both teams go to the sideline. Referees are discussing the call. Right now it's 27 seconds here in the third quarter. Rikuman kicked the extra point. It was good. Right now the scoreboard is still showing 20-10. It's a long discussion here, as the penalty did come after the play, though.
Yeah, so they're assessing when they'll assess the penalty and if it's going to be on the kickoff or what they're going to do.
Here's the call. And now I'm just kind of making sure they're double checking here. As it looks like they're going to indicate it's against Campbell, as they have one of the referees getting ready to walk it back here. Here's the call.
The extra point is good. We have a personal foul. Campbell, number 3. The last play is under review.
Yeah, and that's what you don't want to see. Your football team imploding, just killing themselves right now, undisciplined play. I get it, you're frustrated, you just got punched in the mouth. No one likes getting hit like that, as Kahuku is just doing whatever they want on offense. But the game's not over, so you don't take out your frustration after the play doing things that's not a part of the game. That's just going to kill your momentum for the next guy that's on the field.
27 ticks left. as now they're trying to sort out here what they're going to do. But I want to talk about Kahuku now, as definitely momentum has shifted to their side. But you got to talk about the efforts of Zealand Matangi, the 5'10", 195-pound junior with 2 rushing touchdowns here in the second half.
Yeah, so the adjustment Kahuku made was they decided just to put the game on his back. They took out the quarterback. You know, they added in an extra blocker, and they said, you know what, Matangi, if we're going to win this game, you're going to carry us there. And them and the offensive line have done it just exactly that, with no answers in sight on the Campbell side of the ball.
As actually now it's going to be an official review. As it's going to be interesting to see what they're reviewing
you
here.
See the referees talking to Coach Carvalho. Not sure what they're possibly reviewing.
Here's the call.
After review, a personal foul stands, 15-yard penalty against Campbell.
So whatever it was, it stands. I think that's what I've heard.
And then now they're bringing Kahuku all the way up to the Campbell 45-yard line.
Yeah, so not sure what the call was there, but going back to Matangi here as he's taken over this game. Rushing yards, 23 rushes, 111 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He is the only player that's in double digits in rushing, receiving, or even passing.
Here's Rakumin. And so take a short kick as this is going to be fielded on the return. As Campbell's Tamato Mokiao Atimalala unable to get any yards on the return, and so they'll set them up at their own 17-yard line.
So what you have going for you if you are Campbell is that your passing game was effective this first half. Granted, the first drive didn't go very well. You have an amped up Kahuku defense who's ready to end and seal this game. So expect that pass rush to be extra fierce. But as long as Hipa has time, he's able to find receivers, and receivers are able to get open.
So here's Hipa with 20 seconds here in the third quarter. Shuffles up in the pocket, and he's going to get brought down for a sack. And getting to him at the last second, that's Elijah Latu.
Yeah, so what Kahuku here is doing on defense is they've switched to a man coverage with 2 safeties over the top. So they're not going to get beat by the long ball, and the corners are in bump and run coverage, so they're not allowing any space off the line. So they're not going to get beat by short hitches. They're not going to get beat by slants. And so that's the big adjustment that Kahuku made this half.
Well, 3 quarters down, Kahuku up 21-10 heading into the fourth quarter. We'll be right back after this. And welcome back here to Aloha Stadium. Chaz Mihar, Jarek Lake up here in the press box booth. Kahuku Campbell for the Open Division semifinals here for a date in the state championship game coming up on November 29th. And I tell you what, Jarek, it's been a fun game here to call. As make sure you stay tuned at the end of our game, as Jarek will be announcing our Stadium Stars players of the game later in the broadcast. So make sure you stay tuned for that to make it 2nd and 12 now after the break. Here's Hipa. Again, the pressure collapses. The ball comes loose. Penalty on the play. We're going to see who comes up with it. No signal yet. I want to say Campbell still came up with it as one of the offensive linemen. That's John Anthony Tagura was able to get his paw on it. And knocking that ball out, that's number 25, Zion Ayu.
Yeah, great job there by the Campbell defense, just smothering those receivers. They're not giving up any space off the line of scrimmage.
Defense, number 16.
So when you have two safeties over the top, that pretty much takes away your deep
Replay
ball.
second down.
And so the way to do that, to kind of break that coverage, is you got to run crossing routes over the middle, which they haven't been doing. So they get a couple out routes, but they haven't had time to develop anything deep over the middle.
As it looks like this penalty is against Campbell. Or, excuse me, Kahuku rather. And so they'll make it 2nd and 1 here after the penalty. Campbell comes out with an empty set. So we just started the 4th quarter. Hippo back to pass. He's going to get pressured out. Has space in front. Will finally throw at the last minute. Pass falls incomplete. Now a late penalty comes out. Titus Mokiao Atimalala was the man that he was trying to find. As in coverage was multiple Kahuku defenders there.
Yeah, they might be calling defensive pass interference because the defensive back didn't turn around to look for the ball. The receiver actually made a good play to come back to the football. And when you do that, you kind of impede their progress to the ball, and that's pass interference.
Tomasi Pasi was the man in coverage there.
Defensive pass interference. Kahuku, 15-yard penalty, first down.
As indeed they'll call a pass interference on Pasi. So that's going to be a automatic first down here for Campbell. So they'll move into their 42-yard line. A new set of downs.
What I would like to see from Hipa, though, is he's kind of escaping the pocket a little bit late. He needs to step up into the pocket. I know that pass rush is fierce, but he's escaping, and he's getting himself in trouble.
Here's Hipa on first down. He's hit it, he's thrown. As that was a dangerous throw, as that was on the line of almost being intercepted by Fonoi Moana Valmu.
Yeah, that one he did step up into the pocket, and you know why he's not, because he's taking big shots whenever he does. So he tried to step in, deliver a good ball. You know, that, like you said, is dangerous throw. Unfortunately, hits the turf. No gain.
So clock stops with 11:09 here in the 4th quarter. Hippo comes out with the empty set, trips to the near side, double Y's on the top. Hippo will throw up top, has a man that is caught. That's Atkins Kupuka'a. And now there's 3 Kahuku defenders trying to bring him down, as Atkins Kupuka'a will get a first down to move the sticks into Kahuku territory.
Yeah, great job getting separation there by Kupuka'a, as you see the defensive line looks like they had a spy on to prevent Hipa from escaping the pocket. But they went back to the zone coverage on the back end. So surprising to see them kind of go away from the man, which has been working. And Campbell took advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 here from the Kahuku 36. Trips to the near side, double wides up top for Campbell. Hippa looks top side, has a man that is juggled out of bounds. Good effort though from Mokiao Atimalala.
Yeah, that was just great coverage there by Posse. He had him smothered out there on the outside. Would have been quite an amazing catch, but great coverage. No chance on that play.
Tomasi Pasi was the man that was called for the pass interference. Does a nice job on that last play to set up a 2nd and 10 here for Campbell. 10:27 here in the 4th quarter. Hippo gets pressured. 2 defenders now will escape. Has space in front at the 35 and will get tripped up out of bounds. And now there's a late flag.
Yeah, they're going to call him with a late hit out of bounds. That one was kind of clear and obvious. But we did say that about that last pass interference call that they waved off.
They took out one of the TV guys there. Hopefully he's okay.
Hey, man, that's our red hat guy. We need him.
So there's 2 penalties that flew out. As we're indicating, it's probably going to be a late hit out of bounds. But there's also a penalty where Campbell's huddle is as well.
Could be a holding on the back end.
You're looking back at the replay here.
We have 2 fouls in the play. We have chop block, offense, personal foul, defense, penalties offset, second down.
As what we saw earlier, 2 penalties on both sides. Well, now it will be offsetting. So now they'll replay second down here.
Yeah, they called the chop block there on the offensive lineman. When the defensive lineman is engaged with an offensive player, you can't come in from the side and go low. So I think that's what happened there on that play. So offsetting penalties. And here we are, second down again.
Empty set here for Campbell. Blaine Hippa, the sophomore, second leading passer in the state. Getting to work here. Pass is caught. Sky Lakatauin. 25 yards to the 11-yard line.
That is just great job there by Hippa, just staying in the pocket, delivering a strike right over the defensive lineman. Great catch, great concentration by the receiver as he knew he was going to take a hit. So great job on that seam route. And big plays happening. Like I said, Campbell is not out of this game. If they can settle down and play how they've been playing since the second half started, they've got a chance to come back in this.
So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 11. Campbell, Hippo finding some open space, and he'll head out of bounds. And he'll get marked out at the 9-yard line. So 2-yard pickup there for Hippo.
Yeah, Hippo's kind of just willing himself in this team right now. He looks exhausted as he's been doing it all. You see him to the sideline getting the play from the coach, but you could tell because he ran straight out of bounds, didn't try to fight for extra yards. You know, he's just trying to play it safe, make it through this game, and lead his team to victory.
9:45 here in the 4th quarter. Campbell trailing 21-10. Empty set. Hippo has time to throw. Now throws on the run. And so kind of short arm this one as he'll fall incomplete. Tough throw that he was trying to do will set up a 3rd down.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot difficult situation for Campbell to try to throw this ball in when you're inside kind of your 20. Kahuku now went back to that zone coverage because it squeezes everything nice and tight. And so what they did, they had an in-and-out combo route there, but the corners, all they did was sit in their zone and there was nothing open. He had no choice but to throw it away.
3rd and 8 here from the 9. Trips to the near side, double wides up top. Hippo takes a snap. They'll try to set up a screen here on the out. And trying to get outside, that was Mokiao Atimalala. As that will set up a 4th and goal.
Now Campbell's in a situation here where they could go for the field goal, make it an 8-point game. Or they can go for it on 4th down, 4th and 6, so they can still get a 1st down without scoring.
Ball at the 7. Needs to get to the 2-yard line of Kahuku for the 1st down. Quads up top. Single man on the bottom. Now Hippo looks to the sideline. And Campbell.
Timeout. Campbell. 3rd and final timeout of the second half.
Campbell takes a timeout. We'll take one as well. 9:31 here in the 4th quarter. 21-10. Kahuku up on top.
I have $17 to deposit.
Okay.
Are you sure Mr. Bank's here?
Yes, I swear.
How you doing, sir?
Name's Mr. Swanson.
Nice to meet you. Don't I know you?
I'm Jeremy.
Jeremy, it's good to see you again. Mr. Swanson, you have a good day, okay?
I told you he banks here.
First Hawaiian Bank. It all starts with yes.
Welcome back to Aloha Stadium. Chaz Mihar, Jarek Lake, Ryan Nagano up here in the press box booth as Campbell will come back out after the timeout. This will be the 9th play on the drive, and they'll decide to bring out the kicker, Chase Taylor, who will be attempting a 24-yard field goal.
And this is a big kick for the freshman.
Taylor's kick is up, and it is good, which
And
now makes it an 8-point game here.
absolutely, I like the decision there by the coach. They've been struggling this drive a little bit. They've gotten a couple big plays. As you saw when they got into the red zone, weren't able to create anything on offense. So play smart, take the points. Let's see if your defense can make a stop. You got plenty of time left on the clock. So I'd rather make it a one-score game, and let's see if our defense can stop this Kahuku run game.
So 21-13, 9:25 left to go, as Kahuku will be receiving to get the ball here. And it's been pretty much all Kahuku up until that last field goal here from Campbell to kind of make it an 8-point game here. And so it's going to be interesting to see this one play out. But I tell you what, if this is an indication of what we're going to see in our next game, boy, what a game it's been between both of these teams.
It's going to be electric, and I'm really excited for it. You know, these teams are really leaving it all on the field, and the games have never been this close in the regular season, but you can see, man, the postseason, it's a whole different ball game.
And Chase Taylor will send this one away, as Kahuku now is on the return. And getting tripped up, that's Tangaro Kanoa. And Kanoa will get to the Kahuku 23-yard line, and that's where Kahuku will get back to work.
Yeah, great job by Marcus Sidera. He comes in as the contain man on the backside and makes a great tackle, saving a big gain. So good job by the Campbell special teams. Let's see if we can cut out the penalty. Let's get some discipline, and let's stay focused, play our game, get back to what we can do.
Tiger Adolfo will check back in, as they have Kaluna, and then now to Matangi. Matangi going outside, and to kind of use his momentum to get a few more yards after that one to the 29-yard line. And Matangi is just such a tough runner to bring down.
He is, and you know he's going back against a defensive back out there, number 7 Murakami. But Murakami does a great job what they call staying outside arm free. So that means when the running back gets around, you're able to get outside with that outside arm and hopefully extend the play for some help and take them down. So even though it was a big gain, it could have been a lot worse. When you're a defensive back, you don't want to tackle those big guys. I know from experience.
So make it 2nd and 6, as Matangi will try to the right side here. This will be a 1-yard gain.
And every stop by Campbell is a big stop. Every time they can hold them under 3 yards, that's a win for the Campbell defense. So they need to keep at it and keep pounding away. Make sure they don't give up this first down here.
Alu Tuiole Motu on the tackle there for Campbell.
It's interesting here. Kahuku's only 1 of 7 on 3rd down, so Campbell's been doing a great job. The main damage has been coming on 4th down, where Kahuku's 3 of 4.
3rd and 3 from the 30. Adolfo will give to Matangi, and Matangi lowers his pads, and he'll get a first down here for Kahuku into the 38-yard line.
Yep, so basic power run play to the right side, and just great hole, great vision, and just running hard, running tough. First down, Kahuku.
And now Kahuku really just has it all here as they, I mean, there's 7:39 on the clock, but Campbell has no timeouts to stop the clock as Kahuku just going to continue to try and run this clock out here.
They go back to that Wildcat formation with Matangi at quarterback.
And Matangi will get about 3 yards here. Atkins Kupuka on the tackle there for Campbell.
Now this is the point of the game where all these runs really come into play. These body blows in the first half come in. You see everyone starting to move a little bit slower there on the defensive line, hands on the hips. You know, the hits are a little bit harder, and it's all about heart and spirit because you know it's coming, and so it's just your job to go and stop it.
2nd and 7. Adolfo under center. 2 fullbacks to the right, and then there's Matangi. And Matangi will get the give to Fai. Coming in on the tackle for no gain. Sets up a 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a great job by Campbell's linebacker to Fai. He's been the middle of everything so far tonight as the middle linebacker, and just tracking them down and really getting after the running backs whenever he can.
And I believe this will be the best chance here for Campbell to kind of hold this Kahuku team.
That's right, 3rd and 7. You see them not switching personnel. They're sticking with the running backs, and they're betting that they can get a 1st down running the ball.
So Matangi from the Wildcat. As he'll go up the middle. As he'll get brought down 3 yards short of the 1st down to the 44-yard line, and looks like this will be probably a 4th down territory for Kahuku.
Well, looks like they're switching out some personnel here. So the punter's going back in. Always got to be cautious of the fakes. So you see Campbell's not bringing out their special teams. They're keeping their 1st team defense on the field. They're looking to stop the fake first and then worry about the fair catch after.
Atkins Kupuka. The punt is blocked. Kahuku picks it up. That's number 9, Alu Tui Olemotu, blocking the punt.
And what a turn of events. I think the Kahuku special teams unit fell asleep there. They assumed that Campbell wouldn't be rushing as they left their defense on the field, like I said. But just an easy rush right out the middle. There was no protection for the punter and just an easy block. I don't know what happened there on that punt team. You can't allow that.
Jesse Purcell was trying to get it off, but right there on the block will set up Campbell here. 1st and 10 on their own 17. On the Kahuku 17, rather. Hippo Rose to his left. Throws on the run to the end zone. No, they're going to call it incomplete. It hit the ground.
I believe that's the right call, but wow, what a play that would have been.
And now here's the replay.
Yeah, without a timeouts, I don't think they can challenge the play, even if they wanted to, as Hippo throws it on the replay, goes out, and from that angle, you can make a case either way. But again, without timeouts, you can't challenge. And so they just have to eat that and move on.
So Campbell harries it up here on 2nd down. Empty set.
Kahuku kind of caught off guard here.
Hippo with a quick pass and tipped, and there's a flag as Cerruti. It tipped off of his hands and almost fell into the hands of Ace Kaufusi.
Yeah, Cerruti kind of just not ready for that fastball coming in as Hippa had to really wind up and unload it before he was sacked. This is going to be a big penalty call here.
Here's the call.
Holding, defense number 4. After distance, replay 2nd down.
As they're going to call defensive holding here, as this will help the Campbell's cause to make it 2nd down and 1.
Defensive holding, I believe that should be first down. Automatic first, no? Maybe I'm wrong on that one. But wow, here we go. Campbell with a huge opportunity.
Puts a man in motion, will fake. Hippo now will run with it. And he'll spin forward. He'll get the first down, which is the most important thing here to make it first and goal.
Yeah, and Campbell's lack of a big-time run game, under-center run game, might come to hurt him here. It will be interesting to see what happens, but great play. They ran that sweep motion a few times this game, wasn't able to get anything on it. I do like the read option off of it where he was able to get a lot of space. So this is huge play. I assume Kahuku's going to go man defense and really challenge these receivers.
Hippo fakes to Lakatawa and throws to the end zone, falls incomplete. Excellent coverage that time by Posse. Number 2, Tomasi Posse.
Yeah, that was just a simple fade route. So what they wanted to do is just get their best receiver on the field, a one-on-one opportunity, see if he can go up and make a play, which he almost does. Ball a little bit too high, but that was a good play on first down. I'll take that shot.
Second and goal. 4:25 here in the fourth quarter, 21-13. Empty set. Hippo will roll to the right. Now he's going to try dive in. Oh my goodness. And he takes a hit. Kaunohi Kaniho. Oh my.
So that was a little bit of a designed rollout there, trying to get your quarterback on the edge to see if it's kind of a run-pass option. He thought he had space. I did too to run, but that defense really closed down, and what a shot that he took at the end of that play.
And Jarek, I'm going back to what your comment was earlier about Campbell not having that running game. It's really showing here as that Kahuku defense is standing strong, that front four. Crowd getting on third down. And now we have stoppage in the play.
Red timeout, Kahuku.
As Kahuku will take the timeout.
Now what's going to haunt this Campbell team is this lack of timeouts, because if they see something that they don't like, there's nothing they can do about it except maybe get a call in from the sideline. But assuming the play clock's low, there's not much that you can do, and you have to score a touchdown. You can't take 3 points.
So right now it's third and goal from the Kahuku 3-yard line. And you know what? I'll say this. I like this timeout from Kahuku to really kind of settle our defense down, make sure we go over all of our assignments, what we got to cover, and make sure we don't leave anything open for Campbell to go ahead and use.
Yeah, definitely. You saw a teammate there really trying to pump up Tomasi Posse. I assume that he's going to be on the number 1 right out, which he has been all game. So you figure it's going to be man coverage. You're challenging these defensive backs to really go out and make a play.
And again, this is just our first game of our doubleheader. As coming in our nightcap, we still have Mililani and St. Louis still to play. So
yeah, what I'm going to be looking for is this top side matchup with Cerruti.
And double fake, and the ball is now on the turf. Hippo picks it up, will throw to a wide open man. And he'll flip it back. And diving forward, I don't think he's going to get it. What a play, penalty comes out. As Manuma pitched it after he caught it to Mokiao Atimalala, but I'm pretty sure that's probably what that penalty might be about.
Going illegal forward pass, but what awareness by Hippo to pick up the ball and make the throw.
We've seen a lot of